Hi there. So we are going to go through a nice, relaxed, subtle balance exercise or practice. So we're going to have our feet hip to shoulder width apart. Spread your toes nice and wide. Lift gently your right heel and feel like it's stretching back, like your right foot's a big paw on the ground, like a panther paw. Raise your left heel gently and stretch that heel back. It's your second panther paw. And feel like you have roots going down into the earth. So rather than balancing on the earth, you're connected like a tree down deep into the earth. Have a gentle, soft bend in your knees. If you think of the terminology, joints being locked, how can energy and nutrients, chi, life force energy flow through those joints? Particularly with hypermobility, we lose that ability to find the center of our joints. Can we align our joints in space? So a soft bend in the knees, so the muscles have to be slightly engaged. We'll pop our hands onto our hips. Now imagine your hips are a bowl full of water to the absolute brim. How would you tip water out of the front of the bowl? Let me show you from the side. Tip this way. How would you tip water out of the back of the bowl? Very gentle, like you're just trying to tip 50 to 100 mils of water out of the bowl. Once again, tip another 50 to 100 mils out of the front. Tip 50 to 100 mils out of the back. Now find the center and don't spill any water. It should feel soft and fluid. From this weighted base, can you grow an extra inch through your spine without locking out the knees? So a tall spine. Relaxing your arms by your sides and let your armpits breathe ever so slightly. Feel as if a silvery thread from the crown of your head is suspending the spine. So rather than stacking, we're creating space for the vertebrae and thus the discs to plump full of their fluid. Spacious body, spacious spine. I would like to bring in the concept of the ocean body here. So feel like your body is an ocean, a fluid, a body of water, and the bones float within that fluid. So the body is soft, gentle, and the bones float through in that fluid. Now let's start to look at weight shifting. So let's shift the weight towards the balls of the feet, feeling how the muscles have to engage to hold us there. Shift the weight back towards your heels. And in this position on our heels, more weight goes through the joints, the bones. When we come back towards the balls of the feet, the muscles have to engage, less strain through the joints and the bones. So let's take the weight away from the bones and the muscles by finding the middle of our feet. Let's weight shift from side to side. Shift the weight into the left foot and feel how the right foot lightens, less load, less pressure, perhaps less discomfort. Take the weight over to the right foot. Feel how that side gets heavy. Less weight through the left now, lighter, less pressure. One more time, gently over to the left. Keeping that left knee gently bent so the muscles engage. Shift the weight over to the right. Feeling how the left foot now empties. Let's come back to center. Re-engage with your ocean body. Feel that length through your spine. Once again, that silvery thread suspending you from the clouds. Now let's create circles. Take the weight towards your left little toe. Gently to the left big toe. To the right big toe. the right little toe, the right heel, back to the left heel, left little toe, left big toe, right big toe, right little toe, right heel, to the left heel, and then see if you can find your center. Let the breathing be soft and gentle. Now let's take the weight to the right little toe, right big toe, left big toe, left little toe, left heel, right heel, right little toe, right big toe, left big toe, left little toe, left heel, right heel. Now find your center. Is the weight even between your feet? Do the hips feel heavy so you're rooted strong on the earth? Are the hips off lock so they feel fluid? You can move them gently backwards or forwards. Is there length through the spine? Let's take one last breath together. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. Thanks for joining me with this practice. I look forward to seeing you next time.